my eyes on you, and I do not like what I see.
Kevin Gruder's Saw X dropped, and with it removed the terrible taste that was left behind by 2021's monumental flop Spiral. Starring Tobin Bell as John Kramer and Shawnee Smith as Amanda Young, the horror film goes back in time, setting itself between the events of 2004's Saw and 2005's Saw 2. In this story, John heads out to Mexico City in search of an experimental cure for his brain cancer. When John discovers he's been conned, he brings out all his traps and contraptions to teach the scammers a lesson in the only way that the Jigsaw Killer knows. Considering Saw X only cost $13 million to produce, it's already on track to turn a tidy profit for Lionsgate. It also holds an 85% critical approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes, which is the highest score in the franchise, with only the original film coming anywhere near it at 50%. For reviewers, Bell's performance as John remains the standout of the film, but it also serves as a hammer to the head of how badly the franchise messed up with a critical error in the past. Created by James Wan and Lee Whannell, Saw explodes out of the blocks with a mix of torturous traps, a twisty premise, and characters that aren't quite what they seem. The Jigsaw Killer specially selects his victims and puts them in a game that's tied to their morality, or lack thereof. In Saw 2, the revelation comes that John Kramer is suffering from terminal cancer, and he conceived these games as a new way to appreciate life. Also, Amanda Smith, a previous contestant in Jigsaw's game, is shown to be his apprentice. Yet, in Saw 3, John and Amanda both die. From there, the story becomes about John's other apprentices, with Costas Mandilore's detective Mark Hoffman leading most of the films as the main antagonist. However, John continues to make sporadic appearances through flashbacks as viewers find out more about the man and his far-reaching influence. Spiral tried to take the story in a new direction away from John. However, it fails as nothing more than a 7 clone with less intrigue and very poor execution. For all intents and purposes, Saw X takes the franchise back to the glory days, right at the start, since no one can disagree the first 2 films are the strongest until this latest installment. More importantly, the prequel also figures out a way to tell a story where John Kramer is still alive and playing with his puppet harbinger of death, Billy. While there's nothing wrong with the movie in that sense, it's yet another reminder of how the franchise loses its way after the 3rd film. The sole reason fans invest in Saw is because of John. He is the black heart and soul of this franchise and is irreplaceable. So, it makes the decision to kill him off so early just that much more puzzling. It's entirely possible that producers and filmmakers may choose to continue further movies about Jigsaw in this prequel format, but no one can dispute how the decision to kill him in Saw 3 definitely harmed the series. Sure, his terminal status added intrigue and would always have fans wondering how long he would survive, yet this could have been toyed with for a few more movies before he eventually passed away. Surprisingly, the Saw X executive producers are also of the feeling that the story killed John Kramer way too early. Speaking to IndieWire, Mark Berg said, "If I had to do it again, I might not have killed Tobin Bell in Saw 3. That might have been a mistake." In a separate interview, Oren Koulis agreed with Berg's assessment, referring to themselves as idiots for getting rid of John. But he added the reason made logical sense because, well, how long can we suspend disbelief when the guy has terminal cancer? Koulis made a good point. Since Saw X takes place 3 weeks after the original film, there is some time to play with for any further stories. Yet, everyone is heading toward the inevitable creative cul-de-sac at some point here. There might be enough juice for 2 to 3 more stories in this current format, but if Saw is to survive that, it will need some kind of innovative thinking. Maybe like Looper's Kieran Fisher suggested, John should be revived in space a la Jason X. In the horror genre, nothing's impossible.
Guys, it's okay, he just wanted his machete back!
Tell us, would you have offed John Kramer so early in the franchise? Also, what do you think of how Saw X addressed this? Let us know in the comments. If you liked this video and want to see more like it, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on notifications. We'll see you in the next video.
You don't know me, but I know you. I want to play a game. I bless the day I found you. I want to stay around you. And so I beg.